Chief Guest, Honorable Union Home Secretary Sri Ajay Kumar Bhalla, Director General, Bureau of Police Research and Development, Sri Balaji Srivastav, and other dignitaries on the dais, senior officers, colleagues, awardees and their family members, ladies and gentlemen. I welcome you all to the 52nd Foundation Day celebration and Investiture ceremony. Over the last 5 decades, BPR&D has striven to enhance the efficient delivery of police service, and today we have gathered to celebrate its founding, while resolving to make the Indian police equipped for the challenges ahead. Our chief guest, the Union Home Secretary, Sri Ajay Kumar Bhalla, an IS officer of Assam Meghalaya cadre, assumed the charge of Union Home Secretary in August 2019. It is an honor for us to have him here on this occasion. I request DG BPR&D to welcome the chief guest with a planter. Thank you, sir. I now request DG BPR&D to deliver the welcome address.
Respected Union Home Secretary, Sri Ajay Kumar Bhalla, former Director Generals and other retired senior officers of the BPR&D, Director Generals and other dignitaries from the CAPFs and the CPOs, senior officers of the Ministry of Home Affairs, Government of India, my colleagues in the Bureau Headquarters, CAPT Bhopal, and my 5 CDTIs, other guests, friends from the electronic and the print media, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome the chief guest, the Union Home Secretary, Sri Ajay Kumar Bhalla, on this occasion of the 52nd Foundation Day celebrations of the Bureau of Police Research and Development. We are delighted that despite his very busy schedule, he has very graciously accepted our invite to be with us this morning. As this August gathering is aware, the BPR&D was set up in the 1970 by the Government of India to enable focused attention to the police forces of the country, both at the center and at the states. Since its inception, the Bureau has remained steadfast in its engagement with the Indian police, actively working towards its modernization, its capacity building, as well as deep research cutting across different aspects of policing. In recent years, the focus has shifted to enabling rapid application of science and technology in policing across the country. Since 1995, the Bureau has also been entrusted with correctional administration, and now it forms a critical part of our charter. Sir, you would recall that on the occasion of the 51st Foundation Day celebrations of the Bureau in September last year, the Honorable Union Home Minister and Minister of Cooperation, Shri Amit Shah Ji, laid the foundation for expanding our charter. Accordingly, land and sea border management, capacity building of the CAPFs, internal security challenges, police image and police community interface, and issues of juvenile justice, women's safety, and prosecution were also added to the Bureau's mandate. In the last 5 decades of its wonderful journey, the BPR&D has carved a niche for itself, but as serving professionals, we remain mindful of the traditional goals that need to be recalibrated and the new ones that require to be accomplished in sync with the emerging concerns of our ecosystem. In this auspicious era of the Amrit Kal, we at the Bureau are therefore extremely keen on engaging expeditiously towards fulfilling the very expanded and recently expanded construct of the BPR&D. Sir, A new division stylized as the Internal Security and Border Management, as well as issues relating to strengthening and cadre restructuring of the BPR&D, are under active consideration in the Ministry of Home Affairs. Even as we have primed ourselves for the tasks that lie ahead, we look forward to the approval of the Ministry to equip us with the wherewithal to effectively meet the emerging challenges. Meanwhile, in keeping with the broad contours of the mandate, each of my 5 divisions in the Bureau, the National Police Mission, the Research and Correctional Administration, Modernization, Training, Publications, and Administration, regardless of their resource constraints, have made a mark in their respective areas of responsibility in the year that has gone by. Organizing the 48th All India Police Science Congress, the National Conference of Micromissions, the 6th All India Prison Duty Meet, the 7th National Conference of Heads of Prisons of all states and union territories, the 10th National Conference of Women in Police, multiple symposiums on contemporary topics like smart devices, drones, darknet crimes, Internet of Things, bots, Internet calls, investigative procedures, CCTV protocols, and so on and so forth. The first ever, sir, the National Conference of Drug Law Enforcement, the 38th National Police Training Symposium, bespoke courses on police technology and national police perspective management for apex police leadership, capacity building initiatives for friendly foreign countries in association with the ITEC program of the Ministry of External Affairs are but a snapshot of the multiple initiatives by the aforesaid divisions of the Bureau of Police Research and Development. Sir, our customized courses on national security, curated by the BPR&D on the directions of the Government of India for probationers and seasoned officers of other civil services, have received appreciative feedback from all the stakeholders. Ladies and gentlemen, the event today is very special also because it showcases the multiple awards won by institutions and individuals across genres for excellence in their chosen fields. The Union Home Secretary would be felicitating officers of the Bureau, conferred with the President's Police Medal and the Indian Police Medals, the winners of the Union Home Minister's trophies and medals for excellence in training, and the authors who qualified for the prestigious Pandit Govind Ballabh Pant Puraskar. May I take this opportunity to congratulate all the winners, all the participants, and their family members for this distinction that has been conferred on them. I would like to express once again my sincere gratitude to our chief guest, the Union Home Secretary, Shri Ajay Kumar Bhalla, for gracing the occasion with his presence today, all our guests, heads of the CAPFs and the CPOs, dignitaries from the Ministry of Home Affairs, the academia, and the institutions. My gratitude also to former Director Generals and former officers of the BPR&D, whose presence here this morning is indicative of a strong and continuous bonding. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for making this day very, very special for us. Thank you, and Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. Moving on, may I now request the Union Home Secretary and dignitaries on the dais to release BPR&D publications, the 146th edition of the journal Police Vigyan, and a book styled The Increasing Role and Challenges of Women in Police and Security Forces, written by Srimati Sonia Dutt Sharma. Many thanks to the dignitaries on the dais. I would now like to request the Chief Guest, Union Home Secretary, to confer medals, Union Home Minister's trophy, disc, and a scroll to the recipients. President Police Medal for Distinguished Service, Sri S.K. Upadhyay, Deputy Director, BPR&D. Independence Day 2021. Ms. Anupma Nilekar Chandra, Director, BPR&D, Republic Day 2022. Police Medal for Meritorious Service, Sri B. Shankar Jaiswal, IGP, the then Director, BPR&D, Independence Day 2021. Miss Rani Bindu, Director, CDTI Chandigarh, Republic Day 2022. Sri Jagir Chand, Additional Deputy Director, Republic Day 2022. Sri Jitendra Yadav, Assistant Director, Republic Day 2022. Sri Sajjan Singh, Deputy SP, Republic Day 2022. Now, Union Home Minister's Trophy to Best Police Training Institutions in the country for the year 2020-21. The Gazetted Officers category for CPOs, NISA, CISF, Hyderabad. Gazetted Officers category for states, Biju Patnaik, State Police Academy, Bhubaneswar. Sri Arun Kumar Sarangi, ADG, the then Director of the Academy, also receives the UHM's disc. Non-gazetted officers category for CPOs, NSG Training Center, Manesar. Non-gazetted officers category for states, Maharashtra State Police Wireless Training Center, Pune. Sri Ritesh Kumar, ADG, the then Director of the Academy, also receives the UHM's disc. Other ranks category for CPOs, RTC, CRPF, Peringam, Kerala. Sri Pauli PP, DIG, the then director of PTC, also receives the UHM's disc. Other ranks category for states, PTC, Indore. Now, Union Home Minister's desk to the head of the winning training institutions for 2020-21. Major General Ravdar Ravi, retired, ex-IG Training, the then Director, NSG Training Center, Manesar. The Union Home Minister's Medal for Excellence in Police Training for the year 2020-21. Sri Rajgopal Jayakumar, Commandant CRPF. Sri Muhammad Jamal Khan, Commandant NSG. Sri Kiran Roy, Additional SP, Telangana Police. Sri Rajesh Kumar, Vice Principal, CDTI, Jaipur. Sri Kapil Kumar Arya, Inspector, CISF. Sri Dilip Kumar Shukla, Inspector, Delhi Police. Ms. Poonam Rathore, Inspector, Madhya Pradesh Police. Sri Mudasir Hamid, Inspector, Jammu and Kashmir Police. Ms. Santosh, Sub-Inspector, Haryana Police. Sri Tahedur Ahmad, Sub-Inspector, Assam Police. Sri Nitish Kumar, Sub-Inspector, Bihar Police. श्री राजेश कुमार शर्मा, असिस्टेंट सब इंस्पेक्टर CRPF। श्री वांदुपंत रामनाथ मालाब्डे, हेड कांस्टेबल SSB। श्री K बालाजी, कांस्टेबल BSF। श्री महेंद्र कुमार खन्ना, सेक्शन ऑफिसर रिटायर्ड, CDTI चंडीगढ़। श्री सुब्रमण्य शर्मा M, फर्स्ट डिवीजन असिस्टेंट, कर्नाटका पुलिस। वर्ष 2021-22 के पंडित गोविंद वल्लभ पंत पुरस्कार पुलिस से संबंधित विषयों पर हिंदी में उत्कृष्ट मूल पुस्तकें लिखने अथवा अनुवाद करने के लिए सृजनशील लेखकों और अनुवादकों को दी जाती है। इस वर्ष का पुरस्कार श्री अरुण कुमार पाठक, उनकी कृति न्यायालय विज्ञान एवं विधि चिकित्सा शास्त्र। श्रीमती ज्योति ठाकुर, उनकी कृति हम भी तो हैं, पुलिस सेवा में महिलाएं। श्री उदय कुमार, उनकी कृति आंतरिक सुरक्षा एवं समाधान। श्री राजेंद्र प्रसाद बोराना, उनकी कृति गिरफ्तारी, रिमांड एवं जमानत का कानून। श्री राजीव कुमार, उनकी कृति भारत की आर्थिक प्रगति में प्रभावी कानून व्यवस्था और तकनीक का योगदान। थैंक यू सर। May I now request the Union Home Secretary, Sri Ajay Kumar Bhalla, to address this August gathering.
Very good morning to all of you. Shri Balaji Srivastav, DG BPR&D, all other senior officers of BPR&D on the dais, my colleagues from the Ministry of Home, senior DGPs, CP Delhi, all other officers of BPR&D, ladies and gentlemen. It's a privilege to be here speaking to you from the BPR&D dais. बालाजी के बोलने के बाद बड़ा मुश्किल बोलना लगता है कि वो इतने फ्लुएंटली बोलते हैं कि उसके बाद की स्पीच शायद इतनी दमदार ना लगे। वैसे भी मेरे को स्पीच देने की बिल्कुल आदत नहीं है। So first of all, I would like to congratulate him and his whole team that on this 52nd Foundation Day, they have done so well, and on this giving me an opportunity to be here and interacting with all of you. Leaving office is always difficult and avoidable. We especially coming here all the way against the traffic and going back again with the traffic is a little this thing. But once you come here, then you feel relaxed. I had an urgent meeting of the minister which has been postponed. So one feels relaxed and listening. I'll take this opportunity to congratulate all the award winners also who have put in their hard work and dedication to their duties and all and have won the laurels. Special congratulations to the officers of BPR&D themselves, Anupama and Bhola Shankar, and all other officers from other forces. BPR&D has come a long way. Balaji briefly described in his this thing way back from 1970 onwards. And it's great satisfaction to all of us that BPR&D continues to remain a significant interface of the engagement with the state governments and central government agencies. We, of course, deal with various state machinery in different fora, in different this thing. But BPR&D has developed a formal system of interaction, which is very useful. And for capacity building, research, modernization in policing, they do very well in good coordination with the states. So happy to see the state training institutes people also winning awards and coming here and attending. I mean, in terms of numbers, 49,000 police officers have been trained by BPR&D till now, which is a big, huge number actually if we look at that. He mentioned about our Home Minister's address on the last 51st Foundation Day, where he wanted the charter of BPR&D to be expanded, which has been done very diligently, and work has started in those verticals also. He explained the verticals of border management and then capacity building of CAPFs, and besides the juvenile justice and women and safety related issues, and another vertical of prosecution, which we feel is a little area where we need to work more. I'm sure under the leadership of Mr. Balaji Srivastava, the organization will successfully implement expanded mandate, which they have already started doing, and continue to provide their inputs for improving policing and internal security of the country. At this stage, I would only like to say that Ministry expects BPR&D to be its main arm. I mean, we have CAPFs, we have various organizations, they do their role assigned to them. BPR&D has a diversity. They can do anything on a big sector of internal security and policing and keep on coming with good ideas. So, rightly so, with that approach, what we have been discussing over a period of time, that instead of having a pure policing mix, we need to bring in academic mix also in this organization, which Balaji has already started. Government expects that BPR&D is a robust think tank of the government. Home Minister has said so in various meetings outside BPR&D also, that they need to work in a manner that engage academicians, domain experts, and then it's a satisfaction also that over the last 2 years or so, BPR&D has done this worked in this direction. So I would like to compliment the whole team of BPR&D for this. They definitely are working on other contemporary areas also besides normal policing and internal security, on the contextual issues like radicalization, attrition and suicide cases in CAPFs, recidivism, assigning frontline duties to women in police. So each of these areas of research are likely to flag significant outcomes which will eventually help reform the Indian police system. And that's what we look forward to. One example is Modus Operandi Bureau, which the present government, right from day one, Home Minister has been mentioning. And I'm glad that you people have started working on it in a positive direction. Your capacity building initiatives have moved beyond internal boundaries. You have focused on areas like counter-terrorism, organized crimes, cybercrime, new age crimes, as I mentioned, prosecution and all, and drone technology. It's a National Police Perspective Management course for the upcoming leadership of the Indian Police, focusing on multiple subjects of contemporary concern, has immense potential for transforming the outlook of the whole policing, besides the cyber and other areas of focus. I mean, you have been conducting not only courses for within the country institutions, we must appreciate your efforts for doing courses for the personnel from foreign countries also, including Afghanistan, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, and all under the ITEC programs also. Multiple projects and events organized by BPR&D, including on the issues like anti-drone technology, bulletproof gears, blockchain technology, have not only raised the profile of the Bureau, but has also allowed learnings to be shared with the states and for the ministry also. So it's a keep your efforts on in that direction and ensure that we continue to deliver more. As I said, that this is an organization which can go into a lot of diverse issues. You definitely has continued with your interface with academia and industry and have been able to standardize many things relating to Indian policing. Apart from providing inputs to the Home Ministry on all aspects of police modernization on regular basis, BPR&D organizes presentations and demonstrations by firms and stakeholders who showcase their cutting-edge technology before the police personnel from states and union territories also. BPR&D has been bringing out various publications. There's not even one instance where Balaji wouldn't have got some of the publications released in whatever this thing. I was trying to resist publication in the sports meet of prisons in Ahmedabad, but Balaji came with 50 such books getting released in that function also. So, I mean, it's a very good thing. I mean, we must understand that these books are very useful. So we must keep on publishing these manuals, handbooks, study reports, SOPs for various things. Only things, I mean, some of your flagship publications are data on police organizations, which is quite, I mean, well received, and when people ask for information, we also refer it to this and keep on guiding people on this issue, which gives large number of, about the numbers of police personnel and all. So only other thing at this point on publications, I would like to say, we not only do publications, we need to popularize its usage also. So find a way, you do it in digital manner. We must ensure our publications, which come out after a lot of hard work, a lot of research, a lot of efforts, and collecting information from all over the country. So if that somehow we can push, we need to be innovative on that. If our help is required, we are willing to flag it at whatever level with the states. But usage of these publications is very, very important, and we must try to push it in whatever manner. Mala, you can start thinking also, and maybe a feedback system, what publications can be improved upon also. I mean, whatever we do may not be the best thing. There are a lot of other things being done in this country in academic institutions which can be then compiled and brought together. So, I mean, we can think of with your whole team that how to make these more useful and all. For strengthening law and order, citizen-centric policing and evidence-based policing, and to meet the emerging challenges, a nodal agency is needed to coordinate with all the stakeholders. So BPR&D has been commendably discharging this type of role. As I said, you have a different kind of role compared to other police organizations. So I would like to congratulate all the past Director Generals of Bureau also, and the present DG and his able team for continuing their efforts in making BPR&D a very important and a useful organization. As again, I would like to reiterate, for MHA, it's the right hand of the ministry, which should be able to provide whatever comes, whatever is required by the ministry. So it is that kind of diverse organization. Please do attract people to come and work here. For that, whatever support you need from us, we were willing to give. Beyond IPS officers also, we should look for police officers, that who else can contribute. Within the police system also, we have good academics. Can we attract them in different this thing? You have been modifying the organization accordingly, that getting research associates, getting other academicians into it. So I would like to compliment those efforts of yours, but we need to continue with it for little more efforts we need to make, and make it as a big name. We need to pitch this as the #1 organization under the Ministry of Home Affairs. So with these words, I would like to conclude. I'd like to congratulate the awardees once again and thank team of Balaji Srivastava and all his officers for inviting me and giving me a chance to speak. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. I now request DG BPR&D to present a memento to chief guest as a token of appreciation. Thank you, sir. I now request ADG BPR&D, Shri Neeraj Sinha, to propose a vote of thanks.
Honorable Union Home Secretary Shri Ajay Kumar Bhalla, DG BPR&D Shri Balaji Srivastava, colleagues on the dais, Shri Tajendra Singh Luthra, Dr. Karuna Sagar, Shri Pavan Srivastava, Ms. Anupma Nilekar Chandra, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It is indeed a privilege to propose a vote of thanks to everyone present in our midst today, especially to the Union Home Secretary for consenting to be the chief guest and delivering the keynote address despite his multiple commitments. To each of the dignitaries who took time out to be here today, members of the media, and equally to the women and men of the Bureau who toiled behind the scenes to curate a memorable occasion today. Milestones such as Foundation Days are often occasions to revisit the past, to reminisce the journey, but equally to engage with the objectives and intent and recalibrate in the light of emerging concerns. The key task of the Bureau has been to equip the police and security grid to face up to the challenges of tomorrow. We may not know it yet, but that tomorrow is already upon us. All the lightness of its hopes and aspirations, the burden of its anxieties and challenges, a promise of sunshine, but also a hint of rain. I'd like to thank each one of our stakeholders, both at the center and in the states, in the ministry and in the CAPFs and CPOs, the state police forces and the prisons department, as well as members of the academia and domain experts, but equally all our former officers in whose shadows the Bureau crossed one milestone after another, and who have all together helped the Bureau work towards creating a professional bulwark to engage with the challenges imminent on the event horizon. They say that the journey of 1,000 miles begins but with a small step. Today, we take yet another of those steps, and the presence of each one of our esteemed stakeholders in such comforting numbers, both on stage and without, shall remain the abiding inspiration in the journey ahead. My gratitude to everyone for standing with us today and all these years past. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I now request the audience to rise for the national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता। पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा। विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा। तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे। गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता। जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे।